Is it cool if I do a medium one and then squeeze in a short one right after? Okay. The first poem is the fire. The second poem is the water. Without the undercurrent of desire to first set your ass on fire. So when they come for me, the first thing they'll see will be flames. We have been burning since we got here. We have been holding fire since birth, dying to open our hands and let the wind speak for us. My language is broken tongue, open wound and blackened sun. I am dead man speaking. America, you are a mouth made of maggots. We scream with corpse-filled cadence, another poem pregnant with bloody ink and brown broken bodies. So many names staining our fingerprints that my palms have no room left for eulogy. I wrote this poem already. I wrote this poem already. I already wrote this poem. My writer's block is stained with the blood of my people. So these words better burn beautiful, better scorch the earth they bury us beneath. Coffins caught in my capillaries, graveyard in my chest, heartbeat is crematory. My soul is on fire. And America, you are next. The moment we get tired of all these black poems is the moment we become complacent with all this black death. Another autopsy as literary art. I'm tired of holding writing workshops in the morgue with hashtags as prompts. Yesterday, I tried to meditate, but all the mantras sounded like madness, sounded like my mouth mumbling over melanated names made martyr. The ancestors won't speak to me because they're too busy with orientation. How long before I have to write this same autopsy for my own? Before I'm forced to wrap my family and friends in a shroud made of metaphors and write their names on it? Before they have to pick up a pen and edit my body? And I will not ask your government for help, nor will not pray to your God for protection. Fuck that nigga. Oshun disapproves. Yemaya disapproves. Ogun and Obantala demand fire and truth. Shango said he ready to let them things go. It's time to take the targets off of our bodies and put them on theirs. June Jordan's poetry haunts my daymares, asking, what if every time they kill a black boy, we kill a cop? What if every time they take a black body, we burn a city? We ignite a senator in flames? Our history is a history of being baptized in this country's love made lighter fluid. And if I too am America, then we gonna burn together. We gonna light this motherfucker on fire. Not because we wanna watch it burn, but so that maybe they will finally see the light. Oh, super quick. So I'm the co-slam master for Slamageddon Baltimore, which is the Baltimore venue that determines the team that goes to nationals from Baltimore. We like won and shit. And so on April 6th, we're having our Grand Slam. It's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be super lit. If you have questions and are interested in that, I have some flyers in my pocket. Okay. New poem. Literally, nowhere else ever before.
Yes, first time.
Poetry is not a luxury. It is a vital necessity of our very existence. Audre Lorde. It seems as if my lungs have been filling up with water lately, as if my air passages are being blocked by every word I never said. I stopped being a poet on the day that I learned that poems are just words and that love is actually an action verb. If only as poets, we were more true to who we are on stage at the moment we step off of it. We are all broken, misquoted texts, ancient metaphors made humans, as fluid as music, both reproductive systems linked at the core. Like you ain't never seen an unk before. God ain't got no gender norms. God is all of us reborn. We are not this body. You are not your physical form. And yes, white supremacy will definitely use everything from your sexuality to your very being as weaponry against our very existence. But black love is resistance. Black love is infinite. Black love is the most effective weapon on this planet against white supremacy. Black love is greater than white supremacy. So if you love black people unconditionally, then you can't be threatened by white supremacy. Poetry is the moment that pain shakes hands with empathy. Poetry is the art of becoming a better person publicly, which is to say that life is a group piece. This isn't about children processing depression and pain through their poems. This is the joy that lives in spite of it, the love and the life of it that gets transmitted to the audience, a celebration for every suicide note that was never finished, proving that your smile is the best poem ever written. I'm gonna be so giving that the only way to describe my existence is a full-body organ donor while still living. I'm gonna give my student Mecca a hug with so much happy in its hold that the Tourette's and the silence has no choice but to find a new home. I'm gonna fill my student Grim with so much life that he has to change his stage name. Because death can no longer take grandmothers or inspire poems. I'm gonna build my daughter a mirror made from her own soul so that she can love herself with the same capacity for reflection that she usually uses to love everyone else. It seems as if my lungs have been filling up with water lately. Like God is trying to hold me accountable for my own oxygen. Like my chest is a riverside baptism held in a hurricane. There is so much joy, so much pain, dancing to my heartbeat. Imagine if every time we breathe, we said, I love you.